everyone, I am here reporting for duty. I am Mrs. Firewoman. I am going to teach you the Fireman Spin 2-day pole dance tutorial. It's super easy, really easy for beginners. This is one of the first moves that you'll learn. So I'm just going to break it down and go through it. It's called the Fireman Spin, hence the hat and the hose. You don't need those to actually perform the move, but I am just extra. So we have got the full attire today. I want you to give it a go, and I'm going to try and keep my helmet on for the full tutorial because it's really not respecting me. This is meant to be an adult size. Amazon, we won't go there. But anyway, I'm just going to break it down so it's bish bash bosh. I'm going to teach you two versions of this move, the Fireman Spin. They're ever such a slight difference, but I think it will help you to really master this move, learning both types. So I'll show you both of them first. First one. Second one. First step for this move, take your right hand, place it up nice and high on the pole. So fingertips to thumb should grip around the pole, nice and high. Not too high that you literally can't reach, but as you're standing upright, extend your arm where as far as it goes, that's where you grip the pole, okay? Starting with my right arm. Then you're going to take your outside leg, which is the leg furthest away from the pole, so that's my left leg in this case. And I'm going to put the back of my foot against the pole. Then I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to grab the pole, fingertips to thumbs, around the pole. It should be in line with your chest. So this is your first position. You're then going to move around the pole. As you move, make sure your foot stays in contact with the pole. So make sure that this area here continues to hug the pole as you move around. I push off with my right foot as I start to move around, and then I'm going to lift up this right foot, and the front of my foot is going to come behind the pole. So I have one foot in front and one behind. So the position that you'll want to be in is this. Okay, so now you know the position that you're going for. As I said, back of your foot goes in front of the pole, so it's your Achilles heel that you're aiming to hug the pole with. You want to bring your knee in towards the pole as well. So your whole, from your Achilles heel to your knee is really hugging the pole. Front of your foot, behind the pole, towards your knee, coming inwards, really hugging the pole. That's the position that you're going to be in. Right arm up nice and high. Other left arm is in line with your chest as you go around. So as you push off with your right foot, the momentum should help to take you round. Your hands will turn and your legs will be gripped, but not gripped too much that you can't turn. Alright, so I'll show you. All the way down. When the balls of your feet touch the ground, you keep turning and come out. And by coming out, I mean come up, all right? So, let's go from the top. Upright position. Right hand up nice and high. Left leg onto the pole. Left arm on the pole. Round you go. Bring in the other leg, take it all the way down. Balls of the feet on the ground. And bring it up. If you walk into it, so you're walking, 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 and then in you go, you get a lot more momentum. This is still version 1, and the good thing about this one, what I was explaining, is that it helps you when you're learning to climb. So because your legs are in that position where they really hug the pole quite tightly on both sides, when you're climbing, that's the same position you want to take with your legs. I've got a video on that, I will link it below. But this actually helps you with that if you are able to do this move in both ways. So I'll show you what I mean. And that's the beginning of a climb, because I've hugged into the pole and I've started to go upwards. So the other version of this, which we'll go into in a moment, is a little bit prettier, but you don't have as much connecting points. You're not holding onto the pole as tightly. So in the beginning stages, it won't help with climbing as much. So that's why I just think it's good to maybe know both ways of doing it. Alrighty, version 2. Everything is literally the same apart from a few things. So hand up high as before, left hand comes in, Achilles hugs the pole, except with this one, you don't bring your leg in for your knee to connect as well. You keep your foot outwards. Other foot comes behind as before, knee stays outwards. So the position you'll be in for this one is this, as you go around the pole. For that reason, because you don't have as many connecting points to the pole to hold you in the position, I've heard a lot of people say they find it a little bit more tricky to sometimes get if they're very new to it. So don't let that put you off. I'm sure you'll be fine. But just so you know, you're really hugging with the Achilles, you're really hugging with the front foot, you're really holding with both of your hands, okay? Exactly the same ending. As soon as the balls of your feet touch the ground, you keep turning and you come out nicely. I'm going to go over the second version one more time, just so that we're absolutely clear with it. So, right hand up high, you bring your left leg in, left arm onto the pole. As you start to turn round, you're going to bring your right foot up behind the pole, and you're going to keep your knees pointing outwards. A few pointers to bear in mind. Try and keep your toes pointed when you are in the move. So once you've actually lifted your foot up, try and keep your toes pointed. This is not pretty. We don't like that. Toes nice and pointed. And another good thing about having your toes pointed, as you're going around, as your feet start to descend and come closer to the floor, your toes will connect first. Rather than you sort of coming down slap on your feet if they're flexed, as soon as your toes start to graze the floor, you lower them onto the balls of your feet and start to turn out nicely. Something that I see a lot, which you don't want to do, is this. No, no, you've ended the move way too early. So what happens is people start to spin. They may feel as if they're not getting enough spin, maybe there wasn't enough momentum in the beginning, or they just get a bit tired and say, I'm just going to drop to the ground and come up. If that's the intention and you want to do a bit of a bounce with your spin, then fair enough, but don't just break the move early unnecessarily. So keep going all the way, hold the move, keep going until your feet naturally touch the ground. At that point, spin out of it nicely. It makes a difference. I'm going to do it all together now. So I'm going to do version 1 and version 2. I'm going to walk into it and I'm going to end it with a little bit of sass. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you do have any questions, feel free to message me below. If I can help, I'll be happy to do so. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed, your notification bell is on, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye. Let me tell you the one that got my back up. You got the double cut going on. Women are taking this too far. Really? The bum is looking tight and